What's going on, guys? Quick video for you. Today I want to focus on playing off a wall or playing off a rebounder. I'm giving you all this homework, different drills to do at home, but you really can't get the most out of the drills if you can't properly play off a wall or a rebounder. What am I saying? What do I mean? I mean one touch and two touch off the wall, off the rebounder. Can you keep the ball on the ground? Is this you? I'm gonna try to mess up on purpose. When you're playing the ball, can't you mess up on purpose? It's bouncing up at you off this wall and you're trying to play one touch and it's more of a sporadic ball popping up, ball bouncing. That's what we want to try to fix. This is going to affect all the drills. If you're having a hard time establishing a rhythm or a tempo, you can't really focus on the quality of the move or the dribble or whatever drill you're doing if you're so worried about keeping the ball down. So today, quick little video on how to become the most efficient passer when training off a wall or a rebounder. Let's go over the technique. Why most of you are having a hard time is because two things. You're hitting the wrong part of the ball most likely. And the second thing is your follow through. You're probably following through too much and it's whipping off the wall and bouncing up. So let's talk about foot placement. Where do I want to hit the ball? When playing off a rebounder or wall, you want to hit the bottom of the ball. The bottom, okay? Right here. Like literally the bottom of the ball inside the foot in order to keep it down. And also, if you're noticing, you'll start to notice the second thing I'm doing as well. It's a punch. See how I'm punching the ball? I'm hitting the bottom and I'm punching. I'm not really following through. I'm just punching, 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 keeping the ball on the ground. So obviously different types of passes, crosses, longer passes, you are definitely gonna be hitting different parts of the ball. I'm just specifically talking about that close pass, playing one touch off a board. It's the bottom of the ball. When you hit the bottom of the ball and you hit it with a punch and not much follow through, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but when I hit that ball, right away, it has some backspin on it. It's backspin and it's gliding across the turf. So when it hits the wall, it already has that spin on it and that keeps it down. If that ball is rolling normal, like rolling forward very, very fast, it's gonna roll up the wall and bounce back off. But if you have it going into the wall like this, gliding, it will stay down. So really quick, bottom of the ball, it's a punch, just work the left foot, keeping the ball down. You can see it has a slight backspin on it. Not every pass is absolutely perfect, but it's pretty close to being super consistent, staying flat. I'm not concerned with cutting or switching legs right now or checking my shoulder. I'm just showing you the technique of a punch and the bottom. Now I can do whatever I want. If you hit the bottom of the ball with a punch, not much follow through to get that backspin, the ball will stay flat on the ground. In order for this to make sense for you, one example I like to use is if you're in a real game and the ball is bouncing to you like this and your teammate is open and you don't have time to actually stop it and pass it and you're gonna play one touch, when the ball is bouncing, what are you gonna do? You're obviously gonna wait for that right moment and catch that boom, bottom of the ball, and you're gonna punch it. Every time that ball is bouncing in a game, if someone's open, you time it and you hit the bottom of the ball. That's the same technique. Look, punch, bottom, boom, that I was doing when the ball was already flat on the ground. So think of it that way. When you're on your own, if you wanna practice, maybe you throw it in, let it bounce and try to get it flat. That wasn't great. Ball bounced in, try to hit it flat. That was better. It's a good way to figure out where am I hit the ball? Can I keep it down on the ground? See that one I topped and it chopped in. Let's see if I can fix it. That was better. One more. Bottom of the ball, punch, get that backspin, keep the ball flat. That's a great way to practice because I know if I mishit it like I did the one, I'll try to mess up again, it's gonna be bouncing more. So again, ball bouncing in, time it, bottom. Not good, chopped it, it's a bad rep. Can he fix it? Yes, he can, there you go. So you can see, it's not that easy. I messed up 2 or 3 times, but I got good ones too. The better you get at that, the easier this is gonna get. Now I'll go right foot, punch, chop. You can see that ball is almost matted to the turf. And I'm pretty far away. I'm not on top of the ball. As you get closer, it obviously gets even easier to keep that ball down and establish a rhythm. But whether you're far away or close, same idea, punch, bottom, get that rhythm, and do your thing. Let me show you why this is very important. If you're training on your own, I don't know, you have some sticks or cones set up like you usually do, and let's say you're just starting off with one touch and you're trying to stay, I don't know, in the middle. If you're all wild and that ball is bouncing up, you're gonna have a hard time keeping the drill clean. You can see I'm keeping it alive, but I'm working really, really hard to keep this ball down. I missed the gate. If I can go do what we did before, I can change the whole look of the drill. Start left foot first, keep the ball straight every time, start to pick up the speed. I'm much more relaxed. I know where the ball is coming every time. Switch feet, same deal, right foot. Keep it flat, find your rhythm, very important. Maybe you're gonna work on some footwork. Maybe you're doing like, I don't know, pass, trap, scissor, pass, trap, scissor, or whatever, pass, trap, L-turn. I'm just making all this up, pass, Cruyff behind. Say you're doing footwork. You're gonna have a real hard time doing that footwork correctly if the ball is always bouncing up at you and you're trying to trap it. Your life's getting really, really difficult. If you can keep it down, trap, play. Kill it, scissor back, play. Behind the leg, not the great footwork there. Behind the leg, there you go, and back. If you can find this rhythm and keep the ball flat, you can work on your different moves a lot easier, a lot easier. Now I'm starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm versus this. Ball's bouncing up in the air, trying to deal with it, cut. It just gets really frantic, really quick if you can't keep that ball flat on the ground. When the ball is flat, your moves become a lot easier and you can work on different things and different combinations. So keeping the ball flat is key. I want to wrap this video up. It's not meant to be a huge ordeal and there's really not much more to it than that. Like I said, bottom of the ball, more of a punch, and that ball will stay flat for you. Whether it's your good foot or your bad foot, as long as you have the same technique on both sides, it shouldn't matter. Master that two touch, like we talked about, one touch, alternating feet, right down the pipe, and go from there. Like I said, every time I get a new client, I tell them to go on the glass and start playing one touch. And I literally would just watch them for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and I can already tell what I'm dealing with. If I see a player like this, on their toes, good rhythm, every pass is consistent, I know I got a good client on my hands. If I have someone who's in here, and it's fast, and then slow, and then fast, in the air, on the ground, I know I got my hands full and my work cut out for me. But again, either way, we're here to get better. But if you can just go home and practice that one little detail. Look at it, punch, punch. That ball ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be flat every single time. Take it from someone who literally kicks against a wall for a living. I can kick against a wall better than I can in real life. The key to get good training against a wall at home is to master that pass, and everything, and I mean everything, will get easier. Hopefully this tip will help somebody out. That's it, guys. I'll see you next time. Subscribe to the channel.